Here's an updated list of all the costs associated with buying a home in 2025. Based on my experience as a real estate broker having closed nearly 700 transactions, I simplify all the costs into 6 categories so my clients know exactly what to expect. First is upfront costs. These are expenses that you pay before you even close on a home. For home inspection, it can range from $450 to over $1,000, depending on the property size. And if you were to do a source scope, it could be another $300 to $600. Oh, by the way, I'll share a comprehensive list at the end of this video, so please feel free to take a screenshot of that. The second one is buyer broker commission. The new law that recently came into effect puts the burden of paying buyer brokers on the buyers. However, most sellers offer allowance to cover this, so actually none of my buyer clients had to pay any commission out of pocket yet. So I would say that depending on the agreement you have with your broker, this cost could be as high as from $0 to 3% of the home price. Third is loan-related cost. And what a discount point is an optional fee to lower your interest rate, and which typically may be about 1/8 of the point to about 1% of your loan amount. And next is what I call service fees. Although it can show up as origination fee, funding fee, or processing fee, I've seen them anywhere from about a few $100s to about 1% of the loan amount. And a lender would typically require a third-party appraisal, and that can cost anywhere from $700 to over $1,000 for a single-family home. Now you may be wondering, how about those zero closing cost loans? Well, just be careful because lenders usually charge higher interest rates for those type of loans. So in one way or another, you still end up paying for it. The fourth one is title insurance. At closing, a lender will require you to buy a title policy based on your loan amount. For example, if I were to borrow $800,000 today, title insurance would be roughly about $2,000. Number 5 is escrow fee, which is typically split 50-50 between the buyer and the seller, and you may range anywhere from $800 to over $2,000 per side, depending on your purchase price. The final category is what I call other fees. At closing, you could be charged a recording fee between $300 to $700 depending on the county that you're located in. And if the property is located in an HOA, you may be charged a few $100s for move-in and transfer fees, or even up to 2 months of HOA dues as capital contribution. Please know these costs are typical costs I've seen in the sale market, but your situation may vary. Always check with your own advisor in your market or DM me if you have any questions. I'll see you next time.